welcome back to another episode by Fats Kimosabi, aka Classic _ G.I. Joe. So today is August 2nd, 2020, and I'm doing a toy review on the Kiss figures that were made by Bif Bang Pow. So, I was highly disappointed, and I'm going to get into the discussion of why I'm disappointed. Being that I found these action figures at one of the local New Jersey Targets. Now, I seen them on a website. I'm not sure which toy site I was on, and they were sold out. So I was like, wow, these figures look really cool. I can also use their accessories for my G.I. Joes. Because, you know, they had the clothes Slither Gang, and then you had the Joes performing on stage. So, last night, I had created a little stage out of some Fortnite pieces that, you know, they come with the little builder blocks. And I have some strobe lights, which I use for the light effect, and some music for the background. So as I was preparing to set up my Kiss figures, which I have the Demon, Catman, Spaceman, and the Star Child, and there seemed to be a little bit of an issue with how the figures were made. They're cheaply made, like crap, because the plastic they use is, or the mold they're using, is garbage. It's cheap plastic that breaks. It's not like how the G.I. Joe figures were made with the hard plastic. Even their later releases were awesome because even though the hands were made of rubber, the arms didn't break like the rest of them do, like these here. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about, because not only did the rivets, well, the elbows where the rivets hold them together, break, I also have problems with their knees and their legs popping off. So I'm going to get into the first one, which happens to be the Demon. His leg, as you can see, pops off real easy. And they shouldn't even be doing this. As well as his arm, as you can see where the crevice is at, right here, it's actually wide like a gap. Because his elbow fell off while I was trying to put his guitar in his hand. I mean, don't get me wrong. These figures look awesome. And if they came out with more rock and roll figures that were 3 3/4, I'd buy them. Only problem is, you have to watch what you're buying now. Because you're going to get bamboozled for some cheap garbage and cheap plastic. On to the next one, who I believe is the Star Child. So, being I had an issue with him, his leg also popped off, which I'm not going to pop off now. But, you know what, just to show you, this is exactly what happened. When I was trying to pose him for an onstage look, his leg was popping off. Now, see, it moves and it comes out of place here. See? It's not a nice length where the leg can actually fit and hold the position. On to my next one, which happens to be the Spaceman. I think this is the Spaceman, so let's take a look at the card. Yes, indeed, it is the Spaceman. Oh, wait, I got all the names and pictures right here. So, the issue with him, look at his knee. His knee doesn't even hold right. Now, you tell me why I spent $14.99. Yes, that's $14.99 at Target on these 3 3/4 collectible action figures, thinking that they were really cool, which they are. But how do you produce a toy or a collectible being made by cheap garbage plastic? Whoever the toy manufacturer is, let's take a look. So, we have here JLA Direct LLC. So, the product and colors may vary. All rights figures made in Shenzhen, China. Well, we know where they came from. I'm highly disappointed, but I'm also surprised that China actually made some cheap plastic action figures. Now, are they trying to put them out there to make some money? Yes. They're trying to make money off of collectibles? Yes, because you know why? This is the year of 2020 where we're dealing with a pandemic, and we also have to get bamboozled with people or companies selling products to people who are not employed because of what the pandemic has caused. But I'm not going to get into the politics or political talking of pandemics and other crap like that, because I'm not into that stuff. But here we go with the Catman. So now, the Catman, as you can see, yeah baby, the Catman, meow. Right here, where the rivet is joint, and this is what I'm talking about, the plastic is actually broken off around the rivet. And the rivet is plastic, it's not metal. So, you can't even fix them. Now, I emailed the company, I called the company, and I forgot that it's the weekend. So I'm hoping to hear back from them soon and trying to find out what they would do to replace these figures. And how to tell them that, you're going to have a lot of disappointing customers who spent $15 on these collectibles. Now, to be honest with you, yeah, you want to make money off of a rock and roll group who come with cool accessories like these. Got the guitars. Catman comes with his little drumsticks. Fortunately, doesn't have the drum set to go with it, and I don't think the deluxe set is even going to come with that. But here's a look at that deluxe set right here. That's one of them. That's which one? The Rock and Roll Over Deluxe. Then you also have the Psycho Circus Deluxe box set, which is awesome. But how do you sell a product to a customer who's collecting them and who likes to do dioramas, who's a fan of Kiss nonetheless? Also for people who are interested in buying stuff that aren't out like this. Now, these are the first rock and roll figures I've actually seen out since, the G.I. Joe line. They're fully posable. They got movable arms. The knees bend, but they don't move like how the G.I. Joes do. Now, I'm not trying to compare them to G.I. Joe, but listen, if you're going to sell action figures like these, common sense, make the plastic a little bit better. Then it'll be worth the $15. To me, these figures are worth like $7.99, $8 flat. I would not spend $15 on cheap plastic like this anymore. And it's incredible because, you know what? Jazzwares should actually produce these figures, to be honest with you. Their figures are actually made really good with the plastics. If not, I would have went with Hasbro. Hasbro does have the intention of making good modern figures like Star Wars Vintage Collection or the modern ever G.I. Joes, even though some of them kind of are crappy, but I still like them. And they're more posable compared to the way these guys are. I'm just highly disappointed with how, this company came out of nowhere, and they say they're in business since 2005. I'm not trying to bash them. I'm just trying to say, hey, listen, if you're going to make a product, make it the right way so that customers are actually satisfied and they're not disappointed with what they're spending their money on. I'm a toy collector. I collect all kinds of toys. Transformers, G.I. Joes, Star Wars, Bionic 6. You name it, I probably got them. I even buy stuff that I never thought I would even buy again. But, like I said, it's just the way things are made. So, you know what? That concludes my episode.